Now on News Channel 6 at 10, it's the last day of the year and we join a local skating rink for the annual New Year's Eve event. And big end of the year celebrations can lead to drinking. Why you should think before hitting the road as your News at 10 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everyone. You are watching News Channel 6 at 10. I am Tiffany Hobbs. Thank you so much for joining us on this New Year's Eve. Coverage you can count on starts with a New Year's celebration at Skateland of Augusta as they hold their 16th annual balloon drop and visitors speak up about their New Year's resolutions.
If you are ready to race, raise your hand.
On your mark, get set, go!
And skating is coming back in a lot of communities because it's inexpensive. The thing about our rink, family oriented. It's a family. Bring your family down.
I love skating, and it's a time where family and fun, where people can get together and have fun. My New Year's wish is to fix all the things I did wrong and all the mistakes that I made in the past year, and to develop new, better habits.
I wish that less people would get sick and the hospitals wouldn't be as full with sick people, and that people get to do what they want to do without having to cancel stuff because of sickness.
I wish that humanity could get it together and be a lot more peaceful coming in the new year. You know, we've had a lot of traumas, even starting with COVID and everything that happened. So I'm hoping that 2023 is a good year for everybody.
I want skating to be popular for everybody.
My wish is that everybody won't care what other people think and that they'll do what they want to do.
Really? Why is that important?
Because you only have one life, and it's important to do what you want to do instead of what others think you should do.
To your mark, get set, go.
What's your New Year's wish?
For more puppies and kittens to get adopted, not abandoned.
I want inflation to stop so I don't have to raise any prices.
Skateland will be open until 1 a.m. as they will end the evening with their final balloon drop. Now we are going to move on to a first look at your weather with meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Jenna, it's been a little soggy out there, huh?
Yeah, definitely a soggy New Year's Eve, but good and bad news. So the good news is that we are done with the rain, just the leftover puddles on the roadways, but we do have very cloudy and foggy conditions for the rest of our New Year's Eve evening. On satellite and radar, notice the clouds passing through the metro right now. Behind it, it may look like clearing skies behind this cold front, but it's actually a lot of fog that's forming. So visibility isn't too bad in Augusta or Aiken yet, but check out our western line counties from Wilkes down to Washington. We're seeing visibility down to half a mile, and that visibility will worsen across the rest of the CSRA as we go into the overnight hours and to ring in the new year. So it's overall not the prettiest night. It's definitely going to be a little cloudy and foggy for those fireworks shows. As I mentioned, roadways are a little bit wet as well, but at least we don't have any storms to worry about. Temperature-wise, it's also very comfortable. We're in the 50s and low 60s, 63 in Millen, 60 in Louisville, 54 in Thompson. Augusta checking in at 60 degrees, 58 in both Lincolnton and Edgefield. So for the rest of your evening tonight, we're going to stay in those upper 50s, fog forming in Augusta right after midnight, along with a cloudy and foggy start to our Sunday morning, but clearing coming by tomorrow afternoon as temperatures climb into the 70s, and then we'll have some more rain headed our way throughout the middle of next week. So coming up, I'll have more details on the first week of 2023 weather-wise, but back to you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Jenna. Local fireworks stores in Richmond County want to make sure you start the new year out with a big boom, but be safe in doing so. Fireworks are a must-have for a New Year celebration, but they can also be dangerous to use. Fireworks stores owners want to make sure you only buy fireworks from a licensed fireworks dealer. Light one firework at a time and don't shoot between trees, buildings, or houses. Make sure the area is clear and never try to relight a firework. A few drinks can still be dangerous for anyone who decides to drive behind the wheel, and the legal alcohol limit is 0.08 when driving. Doctors want to warn not to drive at all, instead to use ride-sharing apps or have a designated driver if you do decide to drink tonight.
The legal limit is 0.08 in the state of Georgia, and even at levels below 0.08, you can still be an impaired driver. So the general knowledge is 1 drink per hour is what it takes to essentially detoxify from the alcohol. And we would say that if you've had even more than that kind of limit, so we would say 1 drink, you probably shouldn't be driving these days.
We here at WJBF want to remind you to be safe on this New Year's Eve night. Well, coming up, we will have some more weather with Jenna. Stay with us.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Happy New Year's Eve. I hope you're having a great weekend so far. We had a little bit of rain come through earlier. Definitely nothing very significant though. Not a lot of rain accumulation. Just a little bit of damp roadway conditions right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over in Waynesboro. Temperatures are on the mild side tonight, upper 50s, along with southwest winds, pretty light, only around 3 miles. And then miles per hour, and our visibility is at 7 miles. So we're starting to see some fog develop, especially in our western counties from Wilkes down to Washington, seeing anywhere from half a mile to 1 mile visibility. And this fog will continue to spread across the entire CSRA as we go into the overnight hours. So it may look like we have clearing on the other side of this front, but it's actually that dense fog starting to form. So no matter where you are, it's either mostly cloudy or mostly foggy, and that's the case across much of the south southeast, we're going to have a very foggy start to the new year. But temperature-wise, feeling very comfortable, upper 50s through low 60s for all of us. 54 in Crawfordville and Thompson, 61 in Waynesboro, Barnwell at 63, 60 degrees exactly in Aiken. So a dense fog advisory is just outside of our area, all the way up into Gainesville, Georgia, much of Alabama included, all the way west as far as eastern Texas and as far south as the Florida Panhandle. So I do think the part of the CSRA could definitely be included in this advisory. However, the National Weather Service has not included us yet, but regardless, it is going to be very foggy tomorrow with visibility down to potentially a quarter mile or less. But for the rest of this evening, mostly cloudy, then the foggy conditions take over after midnight. For your Sunday morning, the fog will last until around 11 a.m., mostly cloudy by the lunch hour, then gradual clearing throughout the late afternoon as temperatures rise to that 70-degree mark, then rising further to 73 for the start of the work week. So 2023 is definitely going to start off very warm before dropping back down below average into those mid-50s this time next week. As for those low temperatures, definitely well above average for the next several days, as high as 60 degrees on Wednesday, then a big drop off by nearly 30 degrees into Saturday, where we'll finally be back to freezing temperatures. Now, the middle of the week will be very rainy. We have scattered showers headed our way Tuesday, some thunderstorms possible on Wednesday with widespread rain. But in the meantime, no more rain over the next 24 hours. We are going to have just the clouds and the fog tonight, and when you wake up tomorrow morning, we will see gradual clearing, though. Notice these clouds starting to break apart around the 2 o'clock hour. And by 8 o'clock tomorrow night, completely clear skies going into our Monday morning. Lows tonight will be in the low to upper 50s, and for tomorrow, upper 60s through low 70s. So a pretty nice warm start. Definitely good news for anyone who likes the warmer weather. And then as we go into Tuesday, the cloudy skies return along with that chance of rain. 40% Tuesday, 60% for Wednesday, followed by sunshine to end the week and another cool down. So we definitely won't have the warm temperatures for long, but I'm glad we at least have around 4 or 5 days of it.
Yes, me too. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Yes, me too. We deserve it after the cold we dealt with.
We do. Happy 2023 to us.
Yes.
Well, coming up, we take a look at the countdown into the new year for those who have already begun 2023 and how they celebrate. But first, the winning numbers for tonight's South Carolina lottery are 2, 4, 8. And the pick 4 winning numbers are 9, 6, 4, 6. And that fireball is 4. The Palmetto Cash 5 numbers 5, 6, 7, 20, and 30. And the power up is 2. After 2 years of COVID-19 pandemic restrictions, New Year's Eve celebrations are back in full swing. The world is ushering in 2023 in style. Chuck Severtson with the details.
Australia was one of the first countries to welcome the new year with a massive fireworks display over Sydney Harbour. More than 1 million people gathered to watch the celebration. In Hong Kong, buildings along Victoria Harbour were lit up with a fireworks and light display. Fireworks lighting up the sky in Taiwan as well. In Dubai, the world's largest skyscraper was the site of an elaborate fireworks display. In Ukraine, there were no fireworks to ring in the year amid the ongoing war, but Ukrainians gathered in Kyiv to welcome 2023. We wish for victory and peaceful skies, this woman says. Across Europe, after 2 years of New Year's Eve celebrations being canceled by COVID restrictions, cities once again celebrating. In Germany, fireworks over Berlin's TV Tower landmark welcome the new year. In Paris, huge crowds gathered along the Champs-Élysées for a magnificent fireworks display over the city's Arc de Triomphe. And over in the United Kingdom, a 12-minute fireworks display over the London Eye for the first time since 2019. And here in the U.S., after 2 years of scaled-back celebrations, the ball drop in New York's Times Square is back to full capacity. 1 million people expected.
It was a rough pandemic, and we just want a happy 2023. We want all our families to be with us and celebrating life.
That famous ball, covered with 2,700 Waterford crystals, will descend high atop the city to ring in 2023. Chuck Severtson, ABC News, New York.
Well, the Peach Bowl is underway. Akira Goldstein has an update on that and more coming up next in sports.
Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Well, folks, it's the day you've been waiting for. It's the day I've been waiting for. The Peach Bowl is finally here. Number 1 Georgia is trailing number 4 Ohio State 28-24, but it's just halftime, so we'll have some highlights and reaction from that game tomorrow. Whoever wins that game will take on TCU in the national championship game on Monday, January 9th. Speaking of the national championship game, TCU made history in the Fiesta Bowl as they became only the second team ever to start the season unranked and reach the CFP. With their 51-45 win, they handed Michigan their first loss of the season, and they will now play for their first title since 1938. There were also 2 other bowl games going on. 5th-ranked Alabama dominated number 9 Kansas State at the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. Heisman winner Bryce Young threw his 80th passing touchdown, and that moves him past A.J. McCarron into 2nd place all-time in Crimson Tide history, right behind Tua Tagovailoa. And finally, in the Music City Bowl, Iowa shut out the Kentucky Wildcats 21-0. Hawkeyes quarterback Joe Labus threw for 139 yards and 1 touchdown, as well as tacking on 1 rushing touchdown himself. Well, the historic Orange Bowl took place in Miami as the Tennessee Volunteers took on the Clemson Tigers. After an incredible game that saw Tennessee leave with a win, Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney had nothing but complimentary things to say about his opponent.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Tennessee. They did what they needed to do to win the game, earned it. You know, 2 teams had really good years. Both teams earned their way here tonight, and they earned the win on the field tonight. We did not. Incredibly disappointing. You know, just name of the game, a lot of missed opportunities. Simple as that. Again, congratulations to Tennessee and Josh, man. I thought, again, they did some good things. What a great year for them. And, you know, we'll take your questions with that.
Lastly, we have Augusta men's basketball taking on Emmanuel College. Miguel Arnold scored a game-high 26 points, and Tyson Crawford tacked on 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists in the Jaguars' big win over the Lions, 91-77.
Coming up, we take a final look at your weather when we return. Welcome back. It's time now for a quick final check of your forecast. Jenna?
Well, I'm glad the rain is over with, at least. We don't have that to worry about tonight, but we do have a lingering cloud cover and some fog moving into the area. Expect those foggy conditions when you wake up tomorrow morning. That'll be followed by clearing, though, in the afternoon, with temperatures making it to 70 degrees, and we'll see those low 70s throughout the majority of next week. Then a cool down back to the mid-50s this time next week, along with low temperatures back to around freezing.
All right, well, that is our report for now. Thank you so much for
And the New Year's celebration with Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve continues next.
I'm so excited for Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Same.
Ryan Seacrest always does such a good job. We love
yes.
it.
He lives.
Happy New Year's, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.
Join us in the new year.
Bye.
3, 2, 1.
From our family to yours.
From our family to yours.
From our family to yours.
On behalf of the Pareto Quartets, we say
Happy New Year.
I hope everyone has a very amazing and safe holiday.
Happy New Year.